Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick story time on how I had coronavirus. But before we get started into today's video, I did want to say if you guys could please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up at the end if you do like it. So if you guys would like to know my experience on having COVID, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I do have to go to work in about an hour. For those of you who don't know, I picked up a second job. I work for my dad during the days, and then I work nights at a grocery store. So yeah. Anyways, so I had COVID about, I would say 3 months ago. I didn't talk about it on social media. I actually didn't really tell anybody unless it was people I was in contact with or family. I didn't go on social media and said, oh my god, I had COVID, or I didn't talk about it because I just feel like the focus should be more on people who have coronavirus, who have passed away from it, and pretty much like everybody knows like symptoms from COVID. Some of them are true for me, some of them weren't. I didn't get a lot of things that they did say. I got like maybe 3 symptoms, but everything else was kind of not the same. But the reason why I decided to share my story with you guys is because I just wanted to, I guess, like talk about it, because I'm sure there's people out there too who like have had it and don't really want to talk about it either. But I just wanted to, like, you know, be able to relate to some of you guys, obviously to some certain extent. It sucks though because people have lost their lives due to coronavirus, and I kind of want to help spread awareness to, you know, stay at home. I think it's very important to start staying at home. Once I had COVID, it kind of like brought me back into reality. Like, this is a very serious thing. You need to start staying home more, which I do. I don't really go to the store as much as I was going to because it's just not fair to other people. You could be sick and you don't even know it, you know? So yeah, the whole point of this video is for me to spread awareness just like everybody else is. And I just wanted to share my story with you guys on how it happened and what happened. Okay, so this was 3 months ago. I don't know if you guys remember, I did take a little bit of a break from YouTube, and I really wasn't on Instagram or Facebook that much, and it's because I was sick. So prior to having COVID, I did have a cold. I had one, my sisters had one, my mom had one. We all had just a small cold. And, you know, just a regular cold, wasn't feeling well, achy body, whatever. Then like 2 weeks later, my mom got sick again, and she's diabetic. So yeah, she got sick again, and she looked really sick. I was just like, oh my god, like I went over there. Literally, like, I think the only reason why I got coronavirus is because like my immune system was already really low from previously being sick, like prior to that. So yeah, so I was already sick to begin with, so I think that kind of helped get it. So yeah, my mom was sick, and I went over there because, like I said, I work for my dad, so I have to go over there sometimes. But basically, so I went over there, and like my mom was sick, my sister Carla, I believe, was sick too, and then my sister Sam was sick a couple days prior to that. So we all just kept getting sick, basically what happened. So this second time around, my mom was sick. I was like, felt perfectly fine, no symptoms, nothing. Like, I felt great. And the day I went over to her house, I felt amazing. Like, I was like regular. So I went over there and I was like hanging out with her in her room, and that was me being stupid though. I should have, like, when she was sick, I should have just not hung out with her. But I was just hanging out with her room, and then I was like, I like left home, and then like my throat started hurting, and then I started having like watery like boogers and stuff, TMI. Like, I started getting like congested and stuff, but it wasn't really that bad. And I was like, wow, I'm getting sick again, like that's weird. And it was weird because it was literally like hours after I already left my mom's house. So that's why I was like, that's kind of weird that I'm getting sick again, whatever. So then I went home, and then like my body started hurting. Like, it happened all very fast. That's why I was like very shocked about it. I was like, wow, this is like whatever, I'm getting a cold again. And it happened very fast. So like my body started hurting, you know. Keep in mind though, I have had the flu virus before last year. I think it was last year or the year before, when it was like skyrocketing and there was like everybody had the flu. I had the flu virus before. And that sickness was horrible. Like I literally missed a whole week of work because of how sick I was from the flu. So nothing will ever top that, not even COVID. Like I was horribly sick when I had the flu. So yeah, my body started hurting, and then Josh was like, you're not getting sick, you were just sick. And I was like, no, like I don't feel good. And then I took a shower, and then like my body just ached really bad. I felt like super weak, like if you just have the cold basically is what I can compare it to. And then the next day, the next day I was still like really sick. Like I just was very tired and drained, and like my body hurt. Anytime I got up to go to the bathroom, I felt like super like nauseous, you know, like I couldn't like really walk that much, but that's kind of like how the flu felt too, but like 10 times worse. So yeah, I couldn't really walk the work that much. I felt really nauseous and like drained, basically like somebody like sucked all my energy out of me. That's literally what it felt like. And then I think the worst part was the second night. Like I just had a fever, and then I lost my sense of taste and smell. So that didn't really happen until like the third night. I lost my taste and smell. And then I'm sorry, I had to put my hair up because I just don't like it all up in my face. Okay, so back to what I was saying is all my symptoms actually happened very quickly. Yeah, I just literally felt like I had the cold, and then yeah, I feel like the most annoying part was losing my sense of smell. That drove me insane. Like it took me a while though to realize, like, because I was like, maybe I'm just like congested and can't smell, you know, like I couldn't really tell the difference until like I legit like couldn't smell anything. Like I would be like when I finally started feeling better, I would make dinner and I literally could not smell anything. As far as taste, couldn't taste anything. Taste came back maybe like 3 days after being sick, but my smell came back like 2 weeks after being sick. So that definitely sucked. I do have to say it wasn't, I don't know, like I said, I've had the flu, and the flu was like, when I had the flu, I legit, like, I should have went to the hospital when I had the flu. Like, it was very bad. But, like, another thing was, like, when I had COVID, like, I'd be, like, really, really cold, and then, like, when I was really, really cold, I'd start to warm up, and then I'd be really, really hot, you know? Like, it was never, like, I never felt like a good, like, you know, like, oh, I could sleep, you know? It was, like, always, like, I was either too cold or too hot, and I would, like, drench in sweat. Like, it was very bad. But I kind of recovered fast, which I was very surprised about because I already have a bad immune system. Like, when I get sick, like, bad. So I was shocked that I wasn't, like, I was shocked that I recovered as fast as I did. Like I said, when I had the flu, it took me, like, a week to be able to get back to work, and even then I still was not feeling well. But yeah, it was very crazy. I honestly was the person that was like, there's no way I can get COVID, like, you know, like, I was like, I'm really careful, and that's the thing, is, like, you could be extremely careful and still get it, you know, like, and you could be like, oh, I'm just hanging around with my family, you'll still get it, you know, like, because that person was probably with somebody else. Later on, we ended up finding out it was, like, my dad's friend that ended up testing positive for COVID, and he was around my mom and us, like, 3 days prior to that. So yeah, it was him that I think gave it to us because there was nobody else, and it was kind of like a domino effect. Like, one person got it and, like, everybody else got it, like. So yeah, that was, like, the tough part, and especially, like, when you're a mom, it's hard to, like, watch your kid or, like, do anything when you're feeling really, really sick. Like, it was so bad, guys. I'm just glad I recovered, and I just, like, it makes me sad for those people who have lost their lives over this pandemic and, like, being sick and over the virus. And I think everybody should just be cautious and don't just think about yourself, but think about other families. And, you know, they might not have somebody who has a strong immune system like you do, and you just need to take into accountability, like, you need to take accountability and not go out as much, no matter how hard it is. But at the end of the day, you not going out is saving somebody's life. And it sucks because people are losing their grandparents, their parents, their uncles, their aunts, and it's really sad. And honestly, it's starting to get really bad over here in Colorado again, and it's because they opened everything back up. I think that was the biggest mistake we did. I know businesses have to run their businesses, but you know, people's lives are more important. Yeah, anyways, that is all I have for my coronavirus experience. It's not as crazy as some of them I've heard. I mean, like I said, I think it does depend on who it is that it happens to. I would say I think everybody's body's different and everybody's body reacts to stuff differently. But yeah, that was my experience, and now like I'm still taking extreme precaution, but I'm also like trying not to go anywhere as much, which I've calmed down a lot on going anywhere. I usually just go to like the grocery store. Before I was like shopping at Target all the time. I stopped doing that. I've just been like hanging out at home. And yeah, especially with the holidays is coming up, it's not fair to other people's families that have to lose their loved ones because other people decide to be stupid. But anyways, like I said too, like you can be as safe as you can, but you might possibly get it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. I wish I could have gave you guys some more information, but that's literally all that happened and all I have for you guys. Like everything that happened is literally what I told you. Like, but yeah, please give this video a thumbs up and check out my last video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.